Yeah, I just started recording it now, so that so we're already like going, just because I'm pretty much good to go, and then
I clicked the podcast, so we're running.
We're running.
We're live.
We are running. We are running.
Hey!
Hold on. Let's see. We're good. I think we're good. Should be good. Hello. I just
Hello.
making sure.
Hello.
Just making sure
Hello.
everything's good. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Just Talk Podcast, episode 108.
Ocho.
To my immediate right, Mr. Panda Mike
Hi,
over
everybody.
here on the mic, and of course my left, Tommy B. And I'm Rich. What was I gonna say? Oh, if this is your first time watching or listening, welcome. This is a Just Talk podcast. We're three friends who talks about random topics about life, food. We haven't talked about that in a long time.
Yes,
Very true.
yes.
And anything nerdy and pop culture related. So there you go.
And
Welcome.
of happiness.
Hey.
Yeah. In a sense, yes.
Yes.
One thing I noticed real quick:
What you
Are
got?
we all? Wait, what?
black and gray.
Yeah,
black and
buddy,
blue,
in blue.
black and
So
blue.
we all.
Blue.
Okay. Yeah.
Blue.
I don't know how we always do it, but we just do.
Yeah. That's true.
Uh,
Well, see,
I
that's
don't
why
care.
Rian's in the middle, because he has the black with the blue.
But he's got white on his shorts.
Sure. I got blue on my... Anyways.
Anyways.
This
Little.
is something I noticed.
Let's see. Little house cleaning. As for
House cleaning.
not so much like it's not like people watch. Actually, there's some people that do view the podcast and on YouTube. But for people who, because we're behind as far as like the YouTube versions, that is my fault. I have not.
He's busy,
Yeah,
guys.
it's just our new job.
We all
so
got day
it's
jobs,
thing, So we're a
man.
little behind on that. As of right now of this recording, 104 is uploading on YouTube, and then I'm going to try to edit tomorrow for 105, and then try to catch up with that. But of course, like what we've said before, we are a podcast first, so that's the most important thing. And for a good, probably solid 2 months now, it's been releasing on Wednesdays.
Yes,
So either Wednesday mornings or a Wednesday afternoon or night, it's on Wednesdays, and I've told you guys that before. So again, if you guys just follow us or subscribe to us to any social media platforms, you guys will know that we're on iTunes, Spotify, Castbox, and and of course Buzzsprouts. But yes, we're a podcast first, so that's the priority. The video comes second.
Yes,
Did you say YouTube?
I said the video comes second, which is YouTube, right? But of course, go subscribe over there too if you're listening.
Yes.
Just to help us out grow on that platform as well.
Yes.
Finally, Opinioneering. Shout out to Opinioneering.
Yep.
To Danny, Colton, and Jason.
Yes, Jason.
I was about to say Mike, but you're an hour.
I'm part of the
You're part of Just Talk podcast. But
No,
they
thanks.
released their part one
Yes.
of our crossover. So
Crossover.
this week, finally, this week is so it'll be hold on. Friday would be the 15th of March. It will be releasing on Friday. So
Cool.
And then next week too, we got something very special.
yes, we do.
Yes.
And we've been
for everybody.
Working on that.
We've been working, but
That would
Tommy
be-
has been working on it
No.
for such a
We.
while.
We've been
Tommy
working on that.
has been working on it for a while. So
Stop being humble over there.
Whatever, man. I do
we're a
this
group,
with you
but
guys.
yes, but Tommy has been working on it for a while.
I get to punch you later.
Okay.
But yes, that's going to be coming up next week.
Yeah.
So,
It'll be dropping later.
what else?
So
is
don't
there?
worry with that one. He's told too.
That I remember. I think that's it. So, Mike, I have a question for you. Did you go to speed dating or not? We're gonna start off right there.
Please
Because I want to know.
Come on.
I want to know if you went or
Come
not.
on. Oh.
I don't really want to talk about it. I don't think I have the freedom to talk about it.
Okay.
Just say yes or no.
Yeah, just say yes or no. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. We have a
And then
filler.
we'll move on.
Yeah.
Well, because if I get started on it, it's going to be like a whole long thing.
Well, which is why,
So
again...
you went?
What do you think?
Yes?
I like to play pranks on you every now and
You
then.
did
'cause
go,
you're
huh?
an asshole.
You did go, huh?
That's an asshole.
You did go, huh?
It is an asshole.
I had like that tingling in my balls, being like, I have a feeling you went.
No, because you were like, really, Mike? I'm gonna be a bitch now and just tell you, I can't believe you didn't
Have
go.
you listened to Opinioneering? He's like, is that Batman?
Yeah,
That's a good voice of mine. Is that Batman?
from Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Batman, guys.
I mean,
Shouts out to Danny.
I wasn't trying to do like Batman or Danny.
So good.
Sorry.
No, but he was just mimicking.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
It's not like
but,
you were imitating
No.
Dan.
You're right. Okay.
but I'm just saying, just like.
Anyways,
you know,
get
Tell
to
me
the point.
about it.
Get to the point.
I want to know.
This-
Is anybody else sweating? I'm sweating a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Kind of.
Good. I
This
want to
is-
make you sweat even more.
This is one of the
Good.
topics that we decided on that I thought was going to happen.
Yes.
We still don't know because we haven't had the confirmation, the official confirmation.
The funny
We've had
thing is,
the
I don't
mic
know
here.
either.
What do you got? What do you got, man?
So what is it?
What do you
Is
got?
it yes or no?
What do you got?
So I just still want to rant about Tommy being a bitch.
Okay, go. You know what? There you go.
believe it, Mike. You can't count. You can't. How come you can't?
Okay, here's the thing.
Like,
I will admit being a
They
bitch
paid for it
all
You
day
can't count.
if you admit that you went.
So Tommy was supposed to pick me up and drop me off in a lovely chariot. But no, did that
Lovely
fact fucking
chariot,
happen?
right?
No, of
No.
course not. So you know, I was just like, great, thanks Tommy for taking me. You gave me your word and you said that you were gonna take me. You said done.
Okay.
Anyway, I did go
Yes!
Yes!
That's all I care about!
because
Not even us.
Hold
All
on.
the listeners.
Yes!
Hold
Yes!
on.
Let's do it, baby!
Because here's my thing. Because I knew in the back of my head Tommy was gonna flake on me because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew that already, and I was like, okay, well, I already have in the back of my mind Tommy's gonna be like, oh no, I'm gonna lie to Mike and just say, oh, this is something else has come up. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Just something came up.
Yeah.
Jerk me off while you're there.
Sure.
Give me blue balls.
Sure.
You suck.
Okay, you're still at the
Anyway.
deed. All right. I don't care. What do we got? So you went to the deed. This was in Hollywood.
I went.
How was it?
Yes.
My question on
Yes.
the notes. How
Yes.
was it?
Yes.
How'd it go? Well, actually, before you go, how long was it?
Yes.
I want to know.
You started at
how long was
7:30.
it?
Ooh.
Well, so
Mike has the floor.
yes, I do. Thank you.
I'm
the
so
spotlight
excited
is
about
here.
this.
Thank you.
This is the first time we're hearing this too. Just
I mean, like I said, this
is
will probably take the whole time, but I mean, I don't really care about
Sure,
that.
dude.
I
Speed
really don't
dating
mind.
is one of those things most people are interested in. So.
So I told a few coworkers that I was going, so I'm gonna start there first.
Okay.
And they were like, "Really, Mike? Like you're gonna go speed dating? Like seriously?"
Right.
Because everybody has that stigma of like, why? And like that's weird. Like
Really?
everybody has that vision of like, okay, so you're gonna go, you sit at a fucking table,
Mhm,
and then you
mhm.
talk to each other.
That sounds awesome.
Nothing like that.
Ha! Ha!
Whoa!
Sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a commercial break. You heard it first.
What? It was nothing like that.
Oh, I'm
Holy
sweating.
shit.
I'm sweating.
Now I'm curious.
Yes.
So
I'm so glad you went. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I am so happy that I am very much single.
Oh
Because
man.
I get to do this however many times that I really want to.
Huh.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah.
Hold
Hold
on.
on. Would you do it again?
Hold on.
Would I do it again? What kind of question is that?
Is that a yes?
Of course I would.
Oh well.
Hold on.
What's that?
Hold on.
What-
I just want to say this from me and Riam.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
welcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're welcome.
For a person,
I will be a bitch any day.
for a person who was like, no, I don't want to go. Last week, I don't know if I should go. No. Now he's like, phew, I'm glad I'm single. I can do this all the time.
Okay, it was
What
nothing
did you
like
say?
that.
Yeah,
nothing. Okay,
There's nothing like tables.
I really want to know the
Shit.
details.
This
That's
is
why.
not funny to me.
Okay,
It's
so,
actually more enlightening for me, but also glad that you can,
Yes.
that you're just like, oh yes, I can do this finally over and over again. Whereas last week you were bitching about
You
not
were.
fucking going.
You were.
Now it's like, oh, I can go. I'm fucking single. I can do this all the time. No, you guys have a relationship. No.
But how many times have you guys gone? Exactly.
okay,
Exactly.
Okay,
we don't
okay.
need to go.
we don't need to go.
We're perfectly happy.
get
You
to
were
the
the
point.
one hesitating.
Hesitating.
I'm not trying to scream into the mic, but hesitating because He was so, I don't know, your insecurities, whatever the fuck they are. So
scared.
That's I don't want to go. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay,
Oh my god.
details now.
Fucking finally.
Let's go to the details.
Someone.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes, go.
And the reason why we're ranting
Go.
is because Mike made us believe.
I'm thinking about the Jeopardy song right now.
That's fine. I don't give a fuck what you think. Tell us what happened.
What do you got, man? What do you got? So you went to Hollywood.
I went to Hollywood
Okay.
because that's where the event was.
Yes. City Swoon.
It was with City Swoon.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you got?
So it was literally the venue happened literally down the street from my old alma mater.
No way.
Yeah. So I was like, I know exactly this area. Like I know where I'm going.
Sweet.
So it wasn't even that hard. So to like get there. So I was kind of like, first off, I did get there early because again my chariot never showed up on time. So I had to take my own airplane to go there with my own horse and get my ass over there.
Yes, yes, yes.
So anyway, I was kind of freaking out because I was like, am I going to be late? Am I going to find parking? It's always these unknowns. You're like, what is going on? Where am I going to find parking? It's a Wednesday in Hollywood. You know, and you're kind of like, okay, great. I know I'm not really going to hit traffic. So am I going to get there on time? So I had gas and everything in my car, so I was good to go. So I got there a little bit early. I had to find parking, so I went in my old parking structure where I used to park in for culinary art school.
Nice.
So I was like, okay, like, I know this place. It's where the other ArcLight is.
Nice.
The venue was right
Nice.
down the street from it, like
Nice.
not even a quarter mile.
It's a good spot.
It
it's
is.
a good spot.
So it's called like Sassafras or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been there?
No, I know of it.
Okay, yeah. Really nice ambiance. Pretty nice, kind of small. I can see it get like really busy there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so basically parked my car, walked in. The event was 2 hours.
Wow.
So you could stay a little bit longer if you wanted to, like if you wanted to chat with whoever.
Did you stick
And you-
around?
No, I didn't.
No.
I
Okay.
dipped right away.
Okay.
So yeah.
So when you walk in.
So when you first get there, it's not like lights or anything like that, or like, hey, this is the City Swoon event. You know,
Right,
you're
right.
kind of just like walking in there. You're like, all right, so what's the deal?
Right.
You know. As for me, I'm a little bit different. I don't know about you guys. Tommy, maybe I could probably see it from you, but Rion, I never really hung out with you yet. So like,
What do you mean? like a party
that
and
mean?
stuff.
we've
Like
never
partying
gone,
style?
we've never gone out to like a bar together
Fair.
That's
Okay,
fair.
That's
That's
fair.
fair.
and like.
This dude.
Well, Tommy has.
yeah. This
Yeah,
dude with
you
a
guys
couple of
probably
drinks.
have.
Woo!
So, I get there and I just get my bearings, you know, take a piss, see where the bathroom is. 'Cause
Right.
You always gotta know where the bathroom's at.
It's true. That's
Yeah.
actually very true.
You get there and there's kind of like just people sitting around and you're just like, all right, like what's going on?
They were really sitting around.
There are some people sitting around.
A lot of
there's
people, not a lot of people.
A decent amount of people.
40?
No, less than that.
Less than
Wow.
Really?
Less than
Okay.
that. It's
Well,
a Wednesday.
oh, it's true. It's true.
A little
So-
more intimate then.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Definitely more intimate.
And the lighting's a little bit darker, obviously, because it's in Hollywood. It's at a bar.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, you get in there and I'm kind of like, all right, so I'm here by myself.
You gotta check in?
What?
You gotta check in?
No,
You don't check in.
no.
Okay.
So you just go in and I talked to the guy that the manager bouncer. He's not really the bouncer. He just bounced that night,
Uh-huh.
but he's one of the managers actually. His
Okay.
name's Ryan. So Ryan, shout out to you, man. I appreciate everything.
Did you tell me you're gonna talk about it on the podcast?
No, I didn't. I didn't tell anybody that I did a podcast actually.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay, alright.
I think
But-
that's safe.
Yeah, I do agree with
Same.
that. I feel like just in case.
Because the other thing was in the middle of the night, which I'll get to, there was hosts there, so
Okay.
I didn't want it to linger around that. Oh, this Mike guy, because after a while they knew who I was.
Okay, of course.
The hosts.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, I'm Mike guy.
Right.
So yeah, but I didn't want that lingering around that I do a podcast.
Right.
Obviously,
Mm.
you know. So I was kind of like, all right, well, can't really talk about podcasting. So I didn't really mention that. But anyway, so I got inside, got my bearings. First things off, the whole day I had shitty like internet connection with my phone.
Mhm.
I
think it was down yesterday.
I
Someone was
think
talking
it
about
might have been.
Yeah.
but
I think if you had AT&T,
yeah,
it was crap
Yeah.
yesterday.
it was horrible. So like I get there and I'm like, great, like how am I supposed to log on to the app or on the website and look to see like to check in and everything? I'm like, this is not possible.
Right.
I'm like, great. So I went to the bathroom and I'm like doing all this stuff, you know, and I'm like using the restroom, trying to hook up onto the Wi-Fi because I had it, hooked up my like Facebook and stuff, blah blah blah. Anyway, come out and I'm like, cool. I'm like, I got it to work. I'm like, yes, I got Wi-Fi. Like, cool. Let me freaking check in here. So I check in. Oh, cool, Mike. Thanks for checking in at this event. Blah blah blah. The event will start soon. You'll get your first date in the next like 15-20 minutes. I was like, oh,
Well,
okay.
that's quick.
And
Your
then-
next date,
Interesting.
like,
Yeah,
is
that's-
in okay. So it's
Your
all
first
like
date.
technology.
This is first date, yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of weird because, like I said, everyone's either like sitting on the bar, people are showing up late, and then you start to see like the guys rolling in. And you're kind of like, okay.
What'd you think of that? What'd you think of the guys rolling in?
Would you say that? Well, what was the age range? 27 to 37?
29 to 39?
29 to 39.
Yeah.
Holy shit, 39. I mean, I'm not
right.
like judging, but like that is a fairly
Yeah.
like older age where you're like, oh, okay,
It's not that bad.
it's
You're
not
still
bad.
young.
No. But
it just depends on your mentality.
yeah, that's where I was like
You know
trying to
what I
hit us. Oh well, you know, if you just maybe haven't found that person yet,
Yeah.
like at that point, like there are, you know,
Which there were
people-
guys
yeah.
that you could just tell by what they wore. You're kind of like, oh.
What do you got?
Wow.
What was
Okay,
one that stood
yes.
out to you? Where you're
There's
like,
one that stood out.
there's always one that
There's
stands
more
out.
than one. There is more than one.
Oh,
I'm
like,
sorry
whoa.
for all these guys that went, but there's at least three.
Three. Okay.
No names.
Before
I didn't get their names because I didn't talk to them.
It doesn't matter. I don't
obviously.
care about those guys anyway. Let's care about Mike.
Yes.
First of all, what did you wear? Because I know you're
Yes,
you're a lot
he
more
is-
fashionable
yes.
than me and Tommy.
Yes.
I want to know what you wore.
Can't tell you.
What do you mean?
Can't tell you.
Why not?
This is my thing that I wear. Tommy knows exactly what it is. Don't say it. I'll fucking run over there and punch you in the
Why
face.
not? Why not?
Because I don't want anybody else to know.
It's everybody knows. It's almost like a uniform for like going out.
I fucking hate it.
Everybody wears it. You ready?
A suit?
You
No.
see this? Black shirt, jeans,
Okay.
and chucks.
Alright,
That's all
yeah.
I wore.
There you go.
It's simple.
It's simple and it's classic.
Yes, it's a
That's
classic.
what I was gonna say. It's classic.
Yeah,
It's-
and you can-
and yes, clean is.
Throw on like a leather jacket, maybe. You know what I mean?
I don't have one.
Function- I'm saying like that's the functional like.
No,
not quick-
there's already a douchebag there with a leather jacket.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
A white
That-
one, sorry.
Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah.
With like a line down the sleeves.
Yeah.
And I'm
oh my
like,
gosh.
and white tennis shoes. He looked like Italian, and I'm like, really, dude?
Um,
So maybe that was 4.
Damn, so that's how I feel like it's like when sometimes when you know, usually when I go like to a club or something, it's usually like a cousin's birthday or because they're more into clubbing than I am and shit. And so when I go with them, I feel like sometimes I actually do overdress
You just
because
really
if I'm going out like
If Rion knows he's going out, guys.
if I'm really going out like okay,
Watch
cool.
out.
I'm fucking.
Red carpet, here it is.
I don't know about red carpet. maybe like a blue.
I
I would wear a two-piece, like a
Yeah.
vest and then a shirt and a tie
Yeah.
and, you know, pants, not jeans, and then like I need to buy more shoes.
Yeah.
You need to. I know exactly. You need to go with shoes.
Do you know what's funny?
Anyways.
These two are so much better dressers than I will ever
Tommy
be.
could be.
No.
Yes, I agree with Michael there. Tommy could be.
I could be.
He's just lazy.
I just don't
He's
care.
lazy.
But also,
He's an asshole sometimes.
Yes.
but also, I remember we talked about this way back when. Tommy likes being comfortable.
Yes.
That's the
But
one
you
thing.
can be comfortable in dress clothes.
But I also
Some people aren't.
can't. They just don't like.
you gotta
feel.
buy the right fucking clothes.
Well, also, have you ever heard like you wear the clothes make the man, or the man's personality changes with clothes? Like some people, they suddenly become like, ooh, I have. A
I think
uniform.
Yeah,
I said
they,
that.
they,
You know what I
they,
mean?
they,
I think
have like
I
this-
said that.
So I give you credit to it, but for me, I'm also of the reality that like, look, if this is something that you're gonna be with me, I want everything out there right away. So there's no like, oh, he
That's
likes
Tommy
to
says
dress.
get naked. I don't want to see anything. That's what Tommy
Right?
The very first laugh.
Yeah. It's like we both know. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Went with your classic look, simple,
I went
clean,
with the classic look. So if
which is great.
if anybody else starts to steal it and you see me, you can say hi and say thank you.
Here you go.
Right?
Or
My-
sorry,
my
okay,
stapled-
sorry. Rewind. Thank Tommy. Okay, because he wants the credit for some odd
No,
reason.
no, I don't want the credit.
He wants
I want
the
the credit if you enjoyed the night. That's it.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We're getting there.
All right. So then you mentioned there's 3-4 guys that was just.
So I already
like,
mentioned
what
there's 4.
the
I already
fuck?
mentioned one with the white jacket and the
Yeah.
white shoes.
White leather jacket.
I think it
Come
was
on.
white leather. If not, it might have been brown.
don't
But I know
matter.
it had a stripe
Yeah.
going down the sleeve.
What color was the stripe? I'm picturing red for some reason.
Who cares?
If
about
the jacket
stripe?
was brown, then the stripes were white. I think, or something like that.
Okay.
Anyways.
Maybe it was pleather. I don't know.
Sure.
Anyway, you ready for the one guy?
Yeah.
I think he probably hits the top.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh no.
All right. Picture this.
Yes.
What do you got?
We're in the bar.
Yeah,
Salsa
Yes.
Ambient lighting.
What's
Uh-huh.
up?
All right.
How
ready?
you doing?
Picture ketchup and mustard.
What? Which was ketchup?
Okay.
Which was mustard?
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
yeah. You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Oh
The
no.
bottom, red shorts.
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 Oh no.
Sneakers. Okay?
Okay.
Black sneakers. Top. Yellow short sleeve shirt.
Yellow short sleeve shirt.
Was there any design
No.
on the yellow?
I
like
think
I'm
it
Curious
might
George
have
for
been.
some reason.
No, I don't know
Yeah.
about Curious George. I know there was something, but I didn't make it out. But I know that there was something on
Did
it.
he have nice legs at least?
No, they're hairy. I just know he's a hairy guy. That's all I
Because
know.
I'm like trying to sit there. I'm like, bro.
Maybe that was what it was. You know,
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
know what I mean?
look at my cat.
Yeah, right? Something, something.
He was a hairy guy, though.
Okay,
What ethnicity
okay.
was he?
Oh,
I think maybe Middle Eastern, maybe?
Oh yeah, that sounds okay. Anyways, I'm not judging. I'm just
Yep.
saying, going out.
and mustard.
Ketchup and
Yes.
mustard.
Holy cow!
Okay.
Holy
How old was
balls.
he? Do you think?
That's a good question.
Probably in his 30s?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's 29 to 39.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking like approaching maybe the later end of
Yeah.
39.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay, so
I would say 38.
that's 2 out of the
Nice.
4. Okay? Actually, I got a 5th one, too.
Oh my gosh.
So,
You actually remembered all of them.
yeah, well, I have...
They probably stand out.
Hold on,
You know,
I forgot
That's
to
true.
say-
They probably did stand out.
I forgot to say, when I go out, oh, dude, everybody watch out. Because there's a different light switch in my brain that goes off that says, okay, well,
Yeah.
you might be a
You're
little
out.
rusty.
Let's
but
go, baby.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, you're out. It's like, it's game time.
Yes.
So,
yes.
any of the ladies out there? Sorry.
Wow, watch it. Wow, that's coming
Hey!
from Panda Mike.
I like it.
Everyone,
I like
there
it.
you go.
But-
I like the confidence.
Yeah, I do too.
I love it.
It's more like, okay, like, all right, I need to focus. I need to, like, turn up my ears up so I can listen and,
Yes,
like,
yes.
hear the actual person talk.
Right.
Mhm.
And, like, I gotta, like, be on point with reading body language.
Right.
Yeah, not
Because-
just hear, but
Right,
listen.
exactly.
Yes.
It's a difference.
See,
Right.
that's how I know all of you guys have logged some time behind a woman. Because if you go like to listen to what she's
Yeah,
saying,
not
Yeah, I
to hear,
did.
but to
And-
listen.
yeah, that
I know.
takes that right there is probably if there's something that cannot be taught, where you have to sit down with the woman to experience that. Listen to her.
Take notes.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
First of
you
all,
know?
we're not any like dating
Tommy is.
relationship
Tommy
advice
is.
givers.
Remember
or
last
whatever.
week we talked
So-
about the 10 things
Yeah.
about, what was it?
If you
Well,
can't
that's
remember,
that
just
one
listen.
night
Shit.
And remember, we all looked at him because he's the expert.
I don't know about that.
Anyways.
So yeah,
Third one, third person.
third guy.
Third guy.
Looked like he was about 38, 39.
what do you mean look like?
Just the way he dressed, he just looked old.
Really?
But like his facial features weren't that old. I felt kind of bad for him because I was like, I could totally clean you up and you would look a lot better.
Did he shave?
Damn.
No, he had like scruff.
It was scruff though.
But yeah,
Okay.
but I felt kind of bad because I
Yeah.
think it kind of did affect him a little bit. But I don't know.
know.
Baggy dress shirt,
Oh no.
like sleeves are like cuffed, like bunching up, and then
Oh,
baggy
no.
like dress black pants.
Oh, I wanted
Kind of-
those where it's like he didn't know
Right.
what size to get, or
Yeah.
he didn't know not what size to get. He didn't know what his size was.
Yeah.
Or he didn't get like fitted.
Fitted.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Like the way he dressed looked like it was like early '90s.
oh.
Maybe, or like late 90s.
Late
going
90s, like
out,
the baggier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm kind of like, oh man,
Yeah.
and just like his mannerisms, like he seemed like he was a nice guy, pretty like mannerisms and
Slouch
stuff.
kind of.
A little bit, yeah, because when
Okay.
he was trying to leave, like there was a girl blocking the door, and he's like, "Can I get through real quick?"
Oh,
he
yeah,
said it
yeah,
just
yeah.
like that, and I was like, "Be a man, dude. Just be
Yeah.
like, hey, let me get through."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt for him, but
Yeah.
and he kind of left, and he was just like,
Yeah.
walking
yeah.
away, and you're kind of like, "Ooh, I feel for you, buddy." You know.
Mhm.
So that was one thing. So that's guy number three.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. So the other guy I remembered was He had decent shirt on, black pants. For some odd reason.
Oh no, I know where it's going.
Right.
Sweater tied around his waist.
Oh.
Okay, no, I didn't see that coming. No, I thought you were gonna say sandals.
No.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
man,
Sandals is another.
that's right.
No,
Because
and
you were
not-
going shirt. The bottom part, and I'm like, oh man, he's
But
gonna
you
go
know,
with sandals.
not even sandals. You know those like fancy sandals, the ones that like they look like Roman gladiator
Yeah,
sandals,
yeah, no.
like
I know.
no.
Jesus
sandals?
Yeah, that's
Jesus sandals?
Jesus sandals.
Oh man,
It's like you don't wear those.
Right. So there's him.
Sweater around.
A sweater like tied around his
He
waist.
have a little bit of weight. Was he trying to
No,
get
he
that?
was actually really skinny.
Oh.
Like you could probably see his penis.
Now I feel like
Okay,
I wonder if
interesting.
he's trying to bring back a clothing
have no
look
idea.
like in
Right.
the early 2000s.
But hair to like his
90s.
shoulders. He had scruff and
Okay.
everything. He didn't really seem like super confident in himself, especially when he was like at the bar getting his drinks and stuff. He was just, you could kind of tell when someone's just like putting their drink there and they're just kind of like shuffling and stuff.
Like they're fidgeting. And
Yeah. So I mean, it is kind of uncomfortable already going in there, because like I said,
Right.
you're going in there and you're like, well, I'm going to the speed dating thing, and like I don't know how this is gonna work out.
Yeah.
Was that your mindset?
In the very beginning, yes, but after I can't say that one word, but after I saw two girls at a bar, I talked to them real quick. I was like, hey, what's that cider there? I can't really see it. Do you know what the name is? And they're like, oh yeah, it's this, blah blah. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. I appreciate it. And then there's another girl that showed up. They were there not for the event. They were there for some other reasons. Yeah.
So there was other people allowed to go to this event.
Yeah, but there wasn't like a lot of extra people there.
Okay.
They were just there, just hanging out, having
Okay.
drinks.
Okay.
So
That would be interesting to see that from an outside perspective.
Yeah. Then again, for those people, can they actually? Oh, you know what? You keep going with your
So
stories.
yeah, so then whenever I was like walking in and I talked to Ryan, who's like one of the managers and stuff, he's like, yeah man, he's like, it looks pretty good, dude. He's like, there's some pretty good looking like chicks that are just coming in right now. I was like,
Ah. So I want to know about
I was like-
that.
yeah, I was like, I appreciate that. I was like, you don't get that kind of help out here sometimes. It's like,
Right.
totally. He's
Wow,
like,
yeah.
He's like, you seem like a pretty legit guy. I was like, So yeah, so
Man, the confidence on this
Yes,
guy that night oozing out.
You want to know what helps? What helps is when, and I don't mean to be mean. Let's make this 100% like clear. All right, is as a guy, when you are in your own world and you're around your buddies who are socially aware, you're kind of like, okay, that's what's going on. But when you start getting outside of that and you go to events where you see other guys that are not socially aware,
Oh yeah,
and
I know.
you have a
It
little bit
definitely
more,
does boost your confidence.
yeah, and you have a little bit more of an edge, and you're like, oh, boom.
Yeah,
Gives you
yeah, yeah.
feel like you got a little bit of an edge, and that's
Yeah,
all it is
yeah.
in life. If you have a little bit more of an edge,
right.
But life's not fair.
right?
I'm not bringing it down. Anyways, go ahead.
So we got the guys.
There was one more. So there was a guy that had his pants rolled up, and he had he had a plaid shirt on, but
Like roll, like
not like rolled up all the way, but it was like probably to like a little bit higher.
Yeah.
oh my lord.
Oh,
So-
okay. Yeah.
I was just like,
yeah.
okay, I was
see
like,
what-
that's
I see
not
what-
that bad, but I was just like, really, like,
Interesting.
yeah. And I felt bad because I saw him on one of his dates with the first girl that I actually talked to. They were kind of like talking about like, I guess like everybody else, or she was talking about her friend, because like you could just see,
Yeah.
like they're looking at the bar area when
Right,
they're sitting
right.
back, and I'm like, ugh, I'm like, they're not really connecting.
Right. Right.
You know.
Okay.
So okay. So how does it work?
Yes.
You.
Okay, so I'm getting
There
there.
we go.
Okay.
So
Well, just Mike.
Sorry,
You
sorry.
have the floor.
I'm visualizing the whole thing now.
Yeah.
And
Mike
we're
has the
gonna
floor.
sit.
Let's have Mike talk. Go
okay,
for
so the bar is right in front of us. Let's say we're in the bar. Door's right here where I am.
Mm.
You kind of walk in. There's the bar. There's like this fucking spinning thing going around, like with a track, and there's like wine or whatever drinks on there.
Yeah.
Bar's back there. To your back behind us, there's a little patio area outside. To our other left, so if you make like a corner turn left, there's like a little seating area with some seats and stuff. Not like tables or anything like that. And then if you look to this way, about maybe like 45-degree angle, then you'll walk into the bar, and then you can make a left, and there's another seating area, like a few tables and stuff that like you can get into and just chit chat with someone with. Then if you walk all the way down, the bar's on your right. The left is that same room, and then there's a room back away in the back, tucked away, with another bar. and then the bathrooms are to the back right, and then there's a DJ stand and stuff on the top. So yeah, that's basically it. It's kind of small. It's not big. So that's like our bearings. So basically, I went to the bathroom, came out. Like I said, by that time my stuff was working. I was like, okay. Constantly just like looking at my phone because I am a little uncomfortable because I'm a little rusty from going out, and I'm like, how the fuck does this thing work? Like, how do I know when I'm going to get my date? Are they going to approach me? Do I have to approach them? What do I have to say? Do I really need to say anything? Is it like, how is this all going to work? Lo and behold, people start looking at their phones, and it's kind of weird because, yeah, everyone's standing or they're sitting down, they're just like looking at their phone, and they're just like, reload, refresh, refresh. Oh, okay, so I'm supposed to look for Josie, let's just say, for example. Okay, so Josie. All right.
Interesting.
Josie, where are you at?
Interesting.
That's how it is. So then everyone starts getting their first dates. There's already a guy.
Wait. So it's so funny because I know for first-hand experience, the approach is always something that's like, oh my god, what am I gonna fucking do, right?
Yeah.
And how it kind of connects you. I'm kind of wondering, they showed the picture of you?
Yes. So
on the phone.
Yeah. So
From what you said, you should look for Josie. You look in front, and
I
there's
got
a picture there, and then
so,
you look for fucking Josie.
Yeah, and so
I took a screenshot of one of the girls, one of the last ones, and this is basically what it looks like.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not bad looking.
dude, she's not bad at all, man.
Do you want to give it a thumb?
Oh,
I'm good from here.
But that's what it says. It will say something like that.
Let me see
She's at the
you
bar.
were meeting at the bar.
It says just the bar, but like you
I
walk
see what
around
you
the
mean.
bar, like I said, it's so close to everything.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like, okay, well, there's the bar.
There's a bar right there. Yeah.
Right.
Where's it at?
So,
Yeah.
Where
okay,
is it?
so then at that point...
Completely opposite. Oh, or not so much opposite. Updated.
Yes.
Yeah.
To modern society. Yeah. To ding. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yep.
Wow.
Because even then, I still would have figured it'd be kind of like that. 'Cause it's one of those things where, like, why would you kind of change something that's, I guess, in a sense, kind of works?
Right.
But I guess, it is like, you do change as the...
Yeah. You're actually moving around.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of like...
Instead of just sitting in one, like,
shifting from
right.
seat to seat.
Interesting.
So, like, if you guys are thinking of, like I said, Hitch or, like, 4-year-old version,
Yeah.
nothing like
like
that.
that.
Nothing like that whatsoever. So it's kind of like,
exciting.
okay. Because,
Yeah,
like I said,
makes
you
sense.
go in there and you're like, how does this work?
Right.
You know?
Everything is done electronically now.
Yep.
It's cool.
Well,
so you know what
again-
this is? That's like Bumble, but like, hey, meet up with all these people.
Fuck Bumble.
Really?
Screw Tinder. Screw OkCupid.
Really?
Yeah, I asked a few girls that I went on dates with. I was like, I think I probably asked like 2 or 3 of them. I was like, do you like online dating? They're like, no, not really. Like, kind of sucks.
Because
They're like,
this
it's horrible.
this intimacy of
I was,
being...
I was like, why? And they're like, yeah. They're like, well, here I can actually like meet that person face to face
Right.
and have an actual conversation.
Yep.
They're like, it's kind of like blue balls. They're like, we just chat and then it just dies off.
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
yeah, I totally get it. I'm like, the guy doesn't have balls to like pull the trigger and say, hey, let's go hang out.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they just
Or
wanna
even meet
keep on
that
track.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly. You know.
How many dates did you go on in the night?
So it says you'll go on, I think, 6 to 10 or 8 to 10.
Mm.
I think it's 6 to 8. So
That's fucking awesome, dude.
I feel like that's not too much, but just
enough.
Right.
Because then you can spend a lot more quality time with... If you're going at 6, and let's say you do stay there for 2 hours, right? That's a good, 20 minutes for each person?
Was it?
it breaks down to 15 minutes.
Oh,
per
15
person.
minutes.
That's
there we
not
go.
bad. You know what's funny? If you even just get rid of all that. The fact that you are straight, single, whatever it is, you are with somebody else for 15 minutes, then another one for 15 minutes, then another one for 15 minutes. That's more interaction than some people have
Yeah.
in an entire fucking year.
In that sense.
Exactly.
Right? Like, not talking like, not at work, like, oh, housework, did you do the fucking paperwork yet? Not like that. Like, this is like,
Right.
you're
right
getting
there,
to know
and you have to
someone.
look at somebody and be like, oh, so, how, blah, blah, blah.
It's more personal.
Yeah, and
Right.
even if you fuck up, be like, all right, speed dating, and you can
15
do
minutes,
it. Yeah, and you can
yeah.
do it again. I'm gonna go on another speed dating. I'm gonna do another speed dating. If you did that consistently, you would get good at just interaction.
Right.
And that's
Yeah.
100% what the battle is.
So Also, with the ambience, there's not really a lot of music blaring.
Good.
That was one of the first things I noticed. I was like, I can actually hear you talk.
Mhm.
I was like, this is kind of great. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't say that to anybody. I was just thinking in
Of
my
course.
head. But I was just like, this is great because you go on a Friday, Saturday, or Thursday even, and you're just like, music's just blaring. What's your name? What do you do?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
It's good.
Do you want a drink?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
What?
Do you want to dance?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so I was just thankful that it wasn't that way.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
Um,
good. That's awesome.
So how many dates did I go on? I went on 8.
Nice. Nice.
So
That is
I
so
went
cool.
the full extent, I think, because I think it says 6 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
I
still
went,
good, dude.
I went to the full extent of 8.
Fuck yeah.
That's-
Make that shit worth it.
Not just, but here's like I'm just thinking about that. I'm like, that's 8 girls. That's like from straight male perspective. That's 8 women.
Yeah.
That's 8 women that you have intimate, isolated contact with.
Right.
Yeah.
That
For a couple of minutes.
yeah, for a couple of minutes, 15. You know what's funny? Even 15 minutes is like that's fucking
It
awesome.
goes by quick after a while.
Oh,
I
I'm sure.
believe it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean-
You're like, I don't want this conversation to end, but I have to look for Sarah.
Yeah,
Where's
right.
Sarah?
And
I
you're
mean-
like, even if you fuck up on one, you're like, I
You
got
can make it
2.
up on
Yeah,
this.
right. And by the 4th one, you're like, all right, baby. So tell me what you got.
But let's be honest. That night, Mike was oozing with confidence.
I believe it.
He started
Sounds like
right,
it already.
right away.
I can smell it on him right now. It's just,
Mhm.
what's up,
Mhm.
girl? All right, on to the dates.
So, first girl, obviously, I'm not going to mention any names.
no,
Sure,
no,
absolutely.
No need to.
Though, Tommy,
Huh?
you're going to laugh at this one.
Oh,
Please don't tell me I know her.
oh no.
No, but you know someone who does know her.
Oh.
Not you specifically, but you know someone who knows her because they did a collaboration with something.
How did that come up in the conversation?
Where are you from?
No fucking way.
What do you do?
Where are they from?
So, she was from the Valley.
What does she do?
She works at a brewery.
Oh no. Oh Jesus Christ.
And so I'm like, okay, here's the other weird thing. Because Tommy made my profile.
yes.
Are we all ready for this?
You're welcome.
Are we ready for this?
Push it real good.
So Tommy put like, I'm very serious about astrology, which I have no idea why. Anyway, come to find out, when's her birthday?
Uh-oh.
Guys want to take a guess?
June?
You're very close.
She's May.
She's May.
She's a Taurus.
No,
What's the other one? I don't know.
Gemini?
she's a Gemini.
No way!
Yeah. And guess when her birthday is?
May 21st.
You're very close.
Oh,
29th.
You're very close.
20. Just go ahead.
One day after mine.
No way.
31st.
Whoa! Dang!
Same age? Same age?
I think she just turned 30 or 29 or something
Dude,
like
there's
that.
a match in.
And I was like,
You gotta tell me who this person is after ours.
okay. I was like, so what do you do? She's like, oh, I work at a brewery. And I was like, where at? She's like, the Valley. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, where is it exactly? And she told me the streets. And I was like,
Oh shit.
Son of a bitch.
I was like, I got a friend that works at a brewery and he does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She was like, is it so-and-so?
No way!
And I was like, yeah, how do you know him? She's
Holy
like,
shit!
we did a collab together on a beer. And I was
Yes!
like, this is such a small world.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I was like-
Holy shit!
I was like,
Yeah.
wow. I was like, this is pretty crazy. She's like, I know, right?
I'd be like, I'm gonna text that motherfucker right
Seriously. I was like, really? And we meet like, what's Hollywood away from the Valley? Like 30 miles? 20
Yeah.
miles? I'm like, we're 20 miles
Maybe
away.
like 20.
Yeah, probably 20.
Yeah,
But I'm
20.
like, we're like 20 miles away from like where we actually originated in.
Mhm.
And we're in some freaking city in the middle of like LA. And it's like, oh yeah, it's like, I know so-and-so. And
That's so
you know
awesome.
so-and-so.
Was this your
How-
first date?
That
too?
was the first
Oh
date.
shit! I'd be like,
Starting off.
sold.
Exactly.
Starting up right.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. So that was kind of interesting. I was like,
Did you get her?
alright.
Did you get her number?
So here's the
Instagram?
weird thing. It's like I'll tell you that later.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah. So like we chatted, blah blah blah. Found out she has a dog. This and that.
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah blah. Anyway, blah blah blah. Anyway, so that's over. And then we go ahead and we start looking at our phones and we look
Right.
at the next one.
Right.
So the next one, I don't know if I got them in chronological order.
Oh, you wrote it down.
Oh, dude, I had to fucking write it down.
Yes.
I'd write it down too.
Yes.
I'd write it down too.
Okay, so I know that she was the first one. I think the second one was her. So this girl, she was from New Jersey. So I was kind of like, oh, okay. And she was a white girl, obviously. She works in the entertainment business. And I was like, okay. Like,
What's she doing in the entertainment industry?
she works for a company. I can't tell you which one. I don't.
Oh, okay. All right.
But all she does, she's a script reader
Nice.
for TV shows.
Wow. Holy crap.
She told me like what shows it was. I was like,
I would love to do that.
Right.
Okay. Okay. I was like, what's going on? Blah blah. I didn't say what's going on, but I was like, so what like brings you to LA? Blah blah blah. She told me, and I was like, oh okay, that's like really cool. So then she like obviously. So here's my one rant that I have to get out there, and this is, women, why do you always ask what does the man do for a job? I have no idea why it matters, but it's like. Every girl, every date that I went on last night, what do you do?
I'm unemployed. I live in my parents' basement.
Oh my gosh, women, like, take a break. Like, actually get to understand who the guy is. Like, don't just base him off his job. You know, it's like, why?
When in the conversation did that come up? First, second question.
First or second question.
Wow.
From the get-go.
Right.
And I'm just like, seriously? Like, is there anything else you'd like to ask me? You know? So...
I think at that point though, obviously this is a male perspective, like kind of not speaking for women, but I think from where they're coming from, the fact that, you know, they're already at that kind of age, I feel like there's this pressure just in society in general that when you're around that age, you should figure, or you should,
yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean?
I talked to Carlos about it, and he was like, yeah, bro. He's like, dude, we're in our 30s, man. He's like, I expect you to have either you working on something or you're already in something.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, I get that, but I don't live my life that way. And I was like, dude, you know that. And he's like, yeah, it's true. He's like, I get it.
So I don't really blame him for asking that, but at the same time, it's like, it is interesting.
I think the only other one that I would say, kind of like contrasting that thought, is most of these people that are, you know, this is just kind of like putting two and two together, that are at this event seem like they're already established and very busy to go to this.
Oh, no, it's going to get better.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, the first girl, she was, like you said, she works at a brewery. So, this girl, she works in the entertainment industry from New Jersey. Pretty nice, like, you know, but during our interaction, obviously, I was already, like, engaging with her and stuff. And then, like, my body language was a little weird, so I actually moved straight onto her. As far as facing each other. And then, though I kind of already knew that she wasn't into me because of her eyes. She had wondering eyes.
She was just like...
yeah, she kept on shifting her eyes around and like seeing what was going on behind me.
Yeah.
And at one point I was like, I turned my head and I was just like, there's no one even fucking over there.
Yeah.
But I knew from the get-go, I was like, you're a cool girl, but... Like, I didn't tell her, but I was just like, I already know where this is going.
Yeah,
I was like, I know you're not into me.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
See, but you know what? At least you know that.
Yeah, because
See,
of body
that's-
language.
Yeah, but also, too, the fact that you know that already puts you that much more ahead. Because you're not going to sit there and be like, oh my god,
Yeah,
oh my god.
You're going to spill
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
You're
But,
just like, okay, I know where this is going.
Yeah, I did tell her too that was it her or a different one? Anyway, I did tell her that East Coast people are a little bit different than here us West Coasters. Coasters, whatever. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, people in the West Coast, we don't open up to a lot of people. We're very closed off, and we have our walls up, and we don't like to talk to people. You know, and I'm like, people from the East Coast, I'm like, they're very different. I'm like, you can have a conversation and think you guys know each other for 10 years. You know, and she's like, yeah, I totally agree. She's like, I don't know what's up with that. I was like, I don't either. She lived around, lived in New York, and I was like, really? I was like, and you're out here in LA. I was like, that's kind of weird for me. She's like, why? And I'm like, you know why. I'm like, New Yorkers are like, go, 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 go.
Right.
I'm like, us Californians, we're just like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're very slow, in what we do. So I'm like, I could tell you already, my pace of life and yours, I was like, two different ends of the spectrum.
Right.
So I was like, I don't know how that would even work out if we ever get to that point. She's like, okay, yeah, I totally get it. She's like, I kind of hate when people walk on the sidewalk and they walk very slow. She's like, I'm not that type.
Right.
She's like, I'm not like hustling to like walk, but I was
Yeah.
like, okay. So anyway, she's like, oh, and then I kind of knew too because she was like, oh, well, our next date's supposed to be here, and I was like, okay, cool, see ya.
Yeah,
I was like, it was nice to meet you, blah
Right.
blah. So then my third date, she was from Mexico. She had an accent, pretty cool, into yoga and stuff, but I kind of knew that she wasn't into me either. She kept on like having her hand around her neck, so it's kind of like uncomfortable.
Was she looking at you at least?
A little bit here and there, but by that point, I had a cider and I was getting tipsy. Yes, I know. I didn't want to do it like drunk or anything, but it
You need to
it
loosen
did happen.
up.
It did happen. So I only had the one cider. It was a hard cider. And then I told her, I looked at her and I was like, hey, I'm just giving you fair warning. I'm low-key tipsy right now. So if something stupid comes out, I'm just letting you know now. She's like, she's like, don't even worry about it. I'm kind of like tipsy too. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
you want to get out of here then?
Yeah. So, no, I still had some dates to go. Okay?
Oh, I bet.
So yeah, so I didn't really ask her what she does, but she lived in like Korea and blah blah blah. Talked about my ethnicity, this and that, blah blah. Talked with my ethnicity with the second girl. And then that was basically over because I kind of knew. I was just like,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
You
my
filled out.
cup of tea.
Yeah.
Right.
Fourth girl.
Yeah. So now the fourth girl, she was she? Who's the fourth girl? Let's see. Give me a minute here. Give me a minute.
So we got a brewery girl.
Yep. So that's
We got Gemini. No,
That's-
first one's Gemini.
Yeah.
Brewery girl. We got
Gemini.
script reader girl.
script reader
Brewery
girl.
script.
We got
Mexican.
Yep, so that's three. So fourth was. Oh, I can't remember. So I know the fourth girl, she was there also with her friends with the first girl.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I noticed the girls, they come in pairs.
Oh, safety reasons.
Yeah,
Exactly.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, so like my friend wanted me to do this, blah, blah, so
So
that's
I
why I'm
went,
here. I'm here
yeah.
for moral support. So she was kind of there. She was a Capricorn because I asked. She's very much into yoga.
A lot of them into yoga,
Yoga,
apparently.
yeah.
So-
And from what I learned, she's a lawyer.
Wow.
I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit. I was
Yeah.
like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
You know, but I didn't find this out until
Oh,
afterwards.
good.
Like I said,
Yeah.
the people that are involved in this, they are probably very, very, almost probably type A, where they
Maybe.
have scheduled everything, and then this fits into their,
To their schedule.
yeah,
Right,
their
right.
scheduled.
That this is the only time
Yes.
that they can do it.
Exactly.
Good thing is I could say from all the girls that I did meet, I was attracted to most of them,
That's good.
which is the good thing.
Yeah.
Because there was, I mean, I wasn't attracted to all of them.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah,
just going to
yeah,
say
of
it that
course.
way.
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah.
That's
so,
not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I don't
not
know
saying
how
you're
people
like-
are going to take it.
No, but here's the thing.
But
I was gonna say, go into this as a guy, you actually weed out your value as a guy. Like you have like we compare ourselves to each other, and you kind of go, oh, that guy's been in the basement his entire life. I see
Yeah.
where I can have a little bit more of an edge
Ketchup
than
and
him.
mustard guy.
Yeah, you know.
Or it's not even that. Like just in general, like when you're, and I've always said this, when you're attracted to someone, you're attracted to someone. That
Right,
doesn't
right.
mean that you're saying, oh, those other people are ugly. It's just,
Yeah.
That's just saying, oh, I'm attracted to this person, this
Yeah.
person, this person, because I find them the qualities I'm looking for a woman in this scenario. It's like that's her.
Right,
Then I find her
exactly.
cute. I find her pretty. Boom. You know, you're not necessarily saying, oh, all these other people are ugly. That's not a bad thing. And
Right.
people can argue with me, but I'm just gonna win. I'm just saying
Rion's supposed to be always right.
no, not that. I'm not always right. But I'm just saying, like I've always said it. When you go out on the bar, when you're actually dating,
Yeah.
what's the first thing you see? Oh, we actually did argue about this a little. Not argue, but you know, I've always said you can't judge a person by. You can't say if they're a nice person or they're a bad person if you just look at them.
Right.
Your attractiveness or however you look, that's the first thing people see. And when you're attracted to someone,
Right.
boom, you go for it.
Yeah.
You know? How they look.
Rihanna wanted to say,
Just
"You don't
saying.
fuck 'em."
That's
If
what
you-
you go on a
if-
date for.
If you're that good looking, sure, you know.
Right.
But that's not you're not saying other people are bad looking.
Right,
They're
right.
just not your
Yeah,
type.
exactly.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
anyways, but that's good that all the women out there that you actually were interested in, or you're actually, oh yeah, they
Right.
find them
Well,
attractive.
you know
and
what? It's also a good experience in general.
Oh,
Instead of
totally.
being like, oh fuck, I fucking hated this shit. You know?
Yeah. So that's what she did. She does yoga, blah, blah, blah.
Lawyer.
Yeah, she's a lawyer. So I didn't know that until I found that out afterwards.
Did that
I was like,
intimidate you
wow.
a little bit?
I didn't know until afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, wow, okay. Like, I would have never thought that you were a lawyer from what we just talked about in our short interaction.
Yeah.
You know, kind of talked about like having balance in life and stuff.
Right.
How it's always hard, you know, especially being our age and stuff like that. And she totally agreed. She's like, yeah, I totally understand. She's like, that's hard. And I'm like, yeah, you know. Okay, so fifth girl.
What ethnicity was the lawyer?
She was white.
Oh, okay.
The other girl. Let's see, I gotta find. Let me.
Fifth girl.
Yes, fifth girl.
That's
So.
incredibly of 5 days.
And the
already.
first thing about the fifth girl was
Do you like this one?
what she was wearing.
Yeah.
So, but it was kind of funny because.
Hold on.
What?
First girl was brewery.
Brewery.
Second one was script. Third one was
Mexican.
Oh, and then the fourth one was
Mexican.
lawyer.
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 Yeah.
Oh,
White.
okay, got it.
White, yeah.
Fifth.
Capricorn.
Right.
Sure. I just think of the lawyer because that's what you had pinged in my
Yeah.
head.
Okay, so the fifth
And then
girl.
the fifth one is.
Okay, fifth one. So, I saw her and she automatically did one of these numbers.
What is that?
She wore glasses.
Okay.
And she took them off.
Okay.
Interesting.
I was like, why? You know, I was
Interesting, yeah.
like, just, I'm not going to judge you for who you are,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
Interesting.
But dressed very conservatively, and I was like, okay. So,
What does conservative mean?
covered up, not like cleavage showing out, no push-up bra, like skirt down to like the knees.
Did she have anything that was like you're like, oh, she does have? She's packed. Okay, just checking.
Just probably B cup maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, but very cute with like her hair and like smile and everything. I'm gonna say this, Tommy.
Go ahead.
She kind of looked like your ex-girlfriend's sister.
Oh wow.
Not her younger sister, but like a direct,
Oh okay.
like almost like a clone.
Whoa.
Just brunette hair.
Really?
Black, yeah.
All right.
I was like, oh. Sorry, oops, that just came out. But I was like, wow, like I like you. Like I didn't say that to her, but obviously. But and then that's when the host came in,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, oh, so you're a host? I was like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, and then she told the girl, she's like, why do you keep? Hold on, rewind. She's like, why do you keep on taking your glasses off? And she had an accent, and I was like, oh, okay.
You have an accent.
But she was a host.
Oh okay.
But, you know, so obviously she's not there to mingle and go on a date.
Yeah.
You know, and then the girl that was there, and she's like, oh, well, I just, whatever. I didn't really hear it at that point.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, whatever. Come to find out, though, she's a Leo. So Leos always change their facial expressions and their beauty complexions.
Oh.
So it's kind of like, I guess, their thing that they do.
And
So-
he's not into astrology at all.
Yeah, totally
Sad,
not.
you know.
I would never have known.
No, you know.
Anyway. So then I was, because like I said, I was attracted to her, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick step back.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't tell her. And
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
took a step back and
Yeah.
upped and down her.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
I was like, I really love your heels.
Of course.
She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, thank you. She's like, I really appreciate that. She's like, wait, did you know that's like a speed dating thing? Like, that you're supposed to find something on someone and compliment them? I was like, no, not at all. I was like, I didn't know that. It's like, I just really like your heels. She's like, yeah. She's like, I wear them. She's like, I usually don't wear them that often. But yeah, they were like a buckle around the ankle and stuff, and they kind of look old school, but they were like really high and stuff. It was like a stiletto, basically. So yeah, so I was like, okay. I was like, yeah. She's like, I usually don't wear them. She's like, in my line of work, you know, like I don't really need to wear them. She's like, they
Right.
kill my feet. I was like, oh, okay.
I'm
What do you
sure.
do? Oh, I'm a family attorney.
Oh my God! Whoa!
I was
Another
like-
one, right?
I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. And I was like, wow. I was like, okay. She's like, yeah, funny story. She's like, my younger brother, he actually is doing something, I think maybe a kinesiologist. Oh, no, a PA. Physical assist,
Physician's assistant.
there you go, yes. And she's like, yeah, something about like his money is like what I made in my first year or
Yeah.
something like that. I was like, what? She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, so go figure that one out. She's like, I'm the oldest and he's the youngest.
Yeah.
So I was like,
What ethnicity
okay.
was she?
So after reading her profile, she's Hispanic.
Really?
Right.
Wow.
And I thought she was Middle Eastern by the way that she looked.
Yeah.
And her profile picture looks nothing like her.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Profile's worse or better?
Like, it just looks different. You're
Okay.
kind of like looking at it and you're like, how
You
did
did
that
so- yeah,
come
yeah,
out of
yeah,
this
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
just
last
not
night?
truly not photogenic. You know,
I guess I don't know, but yeah,
the lighting.
lighting, makeup. I'm like,
Yeah, no, lighting, makeup
like-
does big change.
Hence why I don't want to dress up. What you see is what you get.
Whatever.
No makeup, hair's all to
Whatever.
the side.
Anyways,
So that was 5.
she was pretty good looking. So yeah, I talked to her and stuff. Like I said, found out that she was a lawyer. And then yeah, complimented her on her heels and stuff. So she was very engaging in the conversation.
good.
So I like that. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Lawyer,
okay.
so
That's true.
She's a lawyer, so
And then obviously I told her what like I did and stuff. And
I play the fifth.
right.
So I was like, oh, okay. So if I ever need anybody,
Yeah.
or it
You
was
got business card?
It was family
Yeah.
doctor or family attorney and employment attorney.
Okay, okay.
I was like, oh, okay, so I'll just put you in my back pocket for now. She's
Yeah.
like, yeah. She's like, look me up. I'm in Encino. I was like, okay.
Dude,
Oh,
that's
interesting.
That'd
So,
be stalkerish, but still.
well, I mean, I'll get there.
6.
Sixth one, let's see. So this one, I think, was a friend of the second girl. Also
Okay.
from New Jersey.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Wow, all right.
Right,
But,
which is where the pairs come in.
Exactly.
Okay,
How
alright.
long has she been here?
2 years, I think. I think they've both been here 2 years.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
But she was just kind of like, she wasn't really there, I guess, to meet somebody. I
So
think-
she was, in a sense,
right. I think she was just there for the moral support.
moral support and kind of like, okay. Alright.
That sucks.
Skip that.
No, that sucks. Cause that sucks. That's the one thing I would hate is anybody that's doing speed dating, I want them to genuinely want to be there.
Yeah, but that's hard with pairs with women.
You get what I mean? But I'm still
Yes.
like I agree with that. But see, the thing is, I understand what they're doing, but at the same time, like, even if you don't want to be there, try to make it the best for people that are trying to be
Yeah,
there.
That's fair. Yeah,
but she
yeah.
did. Like, she had a conversation with me, and like I said, I kind of knew from the get-go. I was like,
Oh,
Nah,
you're
I
one of
don't-
those again.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think this is gonna work. I was like,
You're
not
like
here-
2 and 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not here like for.
You're right.
certain
You're not
reasons.
genuinely
Yeah.
trying to.
Right.
Yeah, see,
meet
that's the
someone.
thing.
Yeah.
You're not
right.
genuinely being there, and that's the thing where I get like a little bit upset. I'm like, there's
That's
people
true.
that
Yeah.
genuinely need,
Yeah.
like, not need it, but like this is something that
They've been looking forward
yeah,
to,
they,
or
they need. Like, it's like I want this interaction. I'm not getting this,
Right.
and they're genuinely putting themselves out there.
Right.
And there's somebody that's just like, I don't fucking give a fuck.
yeah, I'm just here for my friend.
And they take up
Yeah.
spots.
Yeah,
That's true.
see?
Yeah,
that, you know,
that
yeah.
sucks. That's
That does
anyways.
suck. Yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, after talking to her,
So
so
7?
no, this is 6.
Six.
This is
Six.
still number 6.
Ooh, 'cause you
So
like seven.
I actually had a question to number 2. I asked her, I was like, "What drives you?"
Ooh.
Because I wanted to get out of the realm of all the normal questions and all the
Yeah,
baloney.
right.
So I was like, "What drives you?" And she ended up telling me what it was, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "That's really cool." Like, people don't think that way. Don't
Yeah.
ask me what it is because I don't remember. And then for this girl, she's number 6. I asked her, I was like, "Are you afraid of change?"
Ooh.
And she's like, "Wow, that's a really good question." I was like, "I know. I actually told your friend something similar." And I
Boom!
Yeah.
It's like a friend.
So yeah.
pen and mic right here. I just want
Yeah.
you to remember that.
So she's like, "That's a really good question." And what came up was I told her that I went skydiving. She's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
"Really?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You just got to jump out of a plane." She's like, "How did you do it?" I'm like, "You just go over the edge, put your feet over, and jump."
Yeah.
She's like, "No." She's like, "I went down to Florida, and I was there hanging out with my family." And she's like, "I was supposed to go ziplining over a swamp with alligators." And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Okay." And she's like, "I couldn't do it."
Yeah.
She's like, "I went through all the training, they strapped me in." And she's like, "It came time for me to go, and I didn't let go." And I was like, "Why not? Like, you should have. Like,
Yeah.
just do it. Just go." You know? She's like, "No." And then the other question I asked her was like, "Are you afraid of the unknown?" She's like,
Mhm.
"Well, yeah." She's like, "Who isn't?" And I'm like, "That's a good question." I was like, I don't know. I was like, "It's just the unknown." I was like, "You just gotta get up and do it sometimes."
Right.
You know. But anyway, so that's number 6. Number 7. What is number 7?
Hold on, look at that. So brewery, New Jersey girl.
Mm-hmm.
Third one is
Mexican.
Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
And then fourth one is
Lawyer.
the lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And the fifth one is the one that you were like, ooh, I like this one.
She was
Yeah.
a lawyer also too.
But she was yeah.
Glasses, lawyer glasses.
Lawyer glasses. There we go.
6 is New Jersey again.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So 7.
7.
Now 7. 7 was quite interesting.
Oh yeah.
Good way, bad way.
Just
Uh,
interesting.
kind of-
Just interesting.
So 7 was quite interesting because obviously we had to like look at our phones again, and I'm like, where the
Mhm.
fuck is Seven? Seven's waiting at the end of the bar, closer to the restrooms, and just standing there.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you so and so? And they're like, oh no, because everyone was doing that. They're like,
Mm-mm.
are you James? Are you Eric? I'm
Well,
like,
they
no,
can't look at the
I'm
fucking
Mike."
picture and be like,
Well, because you don't want to be walking around with your phone in your hand and doing this the whole time. You know?
okay.
So
Fine, that's
yeah.
fair. Yeah, yeah.
For me, I was kind of like,
Sure.
I just need the name, and I just want to go see it.
Right.
Right.
I don't want to be stuck in my phone and being like, ooh,
Right,
yeah,
right.
well,
Are you-
let me judge them.
Or do one of these like,
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
nope,
yeah,
not
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that. Hold on. No, that's not.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm back.
okay.
Right. So I didn't want to do that. So
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
So then I walk up to her and she's like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah. She's like, where do you want to go? She's like, you want to go over there? And I was like, yeah, let's go over there. So we went into the back area, so it's kind of like tucked away.
All right.
And I was like, oh, okay, so blah, blah, blah. Like, hi, my name's Mike. And she's like, hi, my name's so-and-so. I was like, nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, how's your night going so far? She's like, it's quite interesting. I was like, why? She's like, I came by myself.
Nice.
I was like, really? She's like, yeah. She's like, my friend ditched me.
Oh snap!
I was like, are you serious? I was like, that sucks.
She was there too.
Yeah. Who?
Like her friend was
No,
there.
her friend was supposed to go
Oh.
on the ticket and never showed up.
Quick
Bought the
question.
ticket, never
Were you
showed
attracted
up.
to this one?
Yes and no. At first, because Tommy wrote in my profile, I'm so much into astrology. At first I had this impression. Sorry, Rion. I thought she was an Aries,
Mm-mm.
and I was just like, ooh, okay.
I know how you are with Aries.
So I was kind of already like, ooh, I get this vibe like you're an Aries, but come to find out, she's not. She's a Virgo.
Oh.
So I was like, interesting. I was like, I usually don't get along with Virgos either. But I didn't know until afterwards, after the night was ended. But she was like very direct to the point.
Yes.
Yep.
And I was like,
Hence a Virgo.
interesting. I was like,
How direct?
super direct.
Like, give me like.
body language. Already like engaged in a conversation. She's like, so what are you doing here? What brings you here? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, I'm here because of friends. They told me I need to do this, blah, blah, blah. They bought my ticket, so here I am. And I was like, you know, just trying to find someone, basically. She's like, oh, okay, yeah. She's like, same here, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. Got to talking, obviously, and then she was like, so what do you do, blah, blah, blah. Told her, what do I do? I'm in sales. I work at CarMax. Oh, okay, cool. But then I was like, yeah, but that's not what my end-to goal is in my life. She's like, oh, what is then? Told her what I'm doing, what I'm trying to work on. She's like, oh, okay. She's like, wow. She's like, I got some friends, da da da. She's like, you can't do this and that, which I could tell you guys later. I was like, okay. I was like, what do you do? She's like, oh, I work in the entertainment industry. I was like, okay. I was like, there's some other girls that worked in the entertainment industry. What part? And like, what do you do exactly? She's like, well, she's like, you know, like sports and stuff. I'm like, wait, are you a newscaster, like, or like a interviewer for like sports people? She's like, no. She's like, I kind of do that, but I work in the background.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I actually work for Fox. I was like, no
Cool.
kidding. She's like, yeah. She's like, I get to watch like games on their dime.
Like, do you know my buddy? He works for them too.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who works for Fox, but so she's like, yeah, that's basically what I do, and then we talked about like online dating and online dating profiles. She's like, yeah, I have a Tinder, but I really hate it, and I was like, what about Bumble? She's like, no, don't have Bumble. She's like, I hate that too. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah. She's like, I just hate the fact that like I said earlier, like you just have a conversation with someone and it doesn't go anywhere. She's like, I hate it. She's like, it sucks. You know, it's stupid. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I totally agree. I'm more personable with someone face to face, and I can have a conversation with them. I was like, this is like how it should be. And then, you know, told her about, again, kind of regurgitating myself at that point at that night. But I was like, you know, West Coast people are totally different. There's always walls, this and that, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, I totally agree. She's like, I don't know why it's like that, you know. So I was like, yeah. So, and then right before our interaction ended, I was like, yeah, you're pretty straightforward about everything. She's like, yeah. She's like, well, how'd you know? I was like, I could just tell by like your body language.
You want to get out of here?
So, come to find out too, she went to school for criminal psychology.
Holy cow, dude.
Yeah. And she's not even in that industry anymore. She's like, I did it. She's like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So she's like, you
Yeah.
just don't know what the inmates or like even criminals are gonna do or people in jail are gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, it's totally true. And she's like, yeah, they'll like snap at you and you can't move, you can't do anything.
That's crazy.
I'm like, whoa. She's like, yeah. So, but
She is, so I can see how that career can make her very direct.
right, yeah.
Actually, I can see how everything she's involved in can make her very like, let's
Right.
get to the point, you
Mhm.
know?
But I mean, even being a psychologist, I almost wanted to tell her at one point. I was like, don't read my mind. But I didn't. I didn't tell her that
Yeah.
because she probably gets a lot.
Probably.
Yeah. She'd be like, oh, that
yeah,
joke.
another one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or if she, like I said, if she was direct, to be like, you want to get out of here? Let's just go.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway.
Depends on the feeling.
But she did say that she doesn't like to like have her phone on her, and she's like, yeah, I'm kind of like one of those assholes that like doesn't text the guy back for a couple days or even message them back. I was like, really?
Wow.
She's like, yeah, and she's like, yeah, I kind of just take my phone, and I'm like, do what? This? And I toss my phone. She's like, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I do. I'm like, man. I'm like, geez, that kind of sucks.
Wow.
So yeah, but she's like, you never know, Mike. Like, I could be backpacking in some godforsaken country and not have any cell phone signal. I was like, yeah, I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
White girl, blonde,
Wow.
semi curly, but yeah, like her body language was like direct, legs
Nice.
crossed and stuff, and
Yeah,
like engaged in the conversation.
8.
So 8
8.
was the very last one, and then I kind of felt with that one. It was just kind of like, maybe, I don't know. But she was with number 4.
A lawyer.
Wow.
No, sorry, number 3.
3 is Mexican.
Yeah, 3. She
Oh,
was with
okay.
the Mexican. So yeah, she was hanging out with her, and then we talked about her life. She does property management
Wow.
commercially.
Wow.
So yeah, so that's what she does, and I'm like, so my thing was, I was like, all these women are fucking busy.
Yeah.
Like they're just
Yeah.
like busy.
Yeah,
I'm
That's
like,
exactly what Tommy said.
I'm like, there's like no time for them to do anything. Like Rion.
High
That's what Tommy
valued
said,
women.
So yeah, so I was like, I'm okay with that. You know, I'm like, if you guys are busy, cool. Like, I'm not, but whatever.
I'm not. I have free time.
That's how I got.
Yeah.
But she was the last one that you guys saw on my phone.
Right.
'Cause I wanna
okay,
snap it.
her. Got it.
Not Snapchat.
I from all these girls that you're talking about, I feel like all of them are like super highly educated. None of them are like.
So I forgot to
non-educated.
say with the second lawyer, one with the glasses. the lady,
Glasses.
I
Oh,
did
their
tell her at one
glasses,
point. I was
their
like, I
glasses.
looked at her and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be blunt. And I'm gonna tell you. I'm like, you're already smarter than I am. She's like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, I can tell you that already. She's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I was kind of like down here in school. You kind of seem like you're up here in school because you did, you know, law for crying out loud. I'm like, that's a
Mhm.
lot of school, you know.
yeah.
She's like, well, you know, don't be so harsh on yourself. And she's like, you know, it's. She's like, there's different levels of smart. She's like, you might have
True.
something smart that I don't have.
It's true.
You might have street smarts, and I
Yeah,
don't have
yeah.
that. And I was like, yeah, that's very true, you know. And then I was like, you know, on that note, I was like, have you ever read a book by Robert Greene called
Oh.
Mastery? And she's like, no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
And she was like really engaged in it. And I was like, yeah. Basically, the premise of the book is like, you never get to like actually finish what you're learning. You're always constantly
always
learning.
learning, yeah.
Because she said that too. She's like, yeah. She's like, I feel like I always need to learn something new. I'm like, I totally agree. I'm like, you just have to.
Right. Of
You know,
course.
So I was like, I get it. Like, you can't just be like, you know. She's
Mhm,
like, yeah,
mhm.
totally. So I was like, yeah. I was like, if you ever want to read the book, it's a really great book. It's a really great read. You should read it. Robert Greene, Mastery.
Yeah.
Better yet, I'll send you a PDF. Let me get your number.
So the other thing is that a lot of people, I don't think were asking for like numbers or even taking like selfies with each other.
Instagram.
You didn't even see that either.
So
Which
that's
is kind of weird.
That's the next question I'm gonna have. I think the question everybody's on their mind after hearing this is, if you are going to see them again,
Uh-huh.
how do you contact them?
So you go to the event on City Swoon, and then you actually look up the people that you met up with, or that you
Right.
can probably fucking remember,
right?
Mhm, yeah.
and then you send them a message.
Huh?
So you actually have to go to that
Yep.
to their site.
So
you
you
can't
have-
get their personal number? Is
No.
there a rule?
I
against
think
that?
you can, but I don't know if anybody does it. I don't know. It doesn't say that you can't do it.
Right.
yeah.
So I don't know, but from what I did was last night I sent all the girls like a message saying thank you for the conversation.
Nice.
Yeah.
I liked our conversation.
It's
Something about what we talked about.
Right.
The,
with
the-
them,
the thing
so-
that came up to my mind is like when you're sending resumes and shit, and then you have that like thank you
Yeah.
letter, like thank you, or after an interview you go thank you thank you for having an interview and
Yeah,
shit.
spending your time, yeah.
It's kind of like.
Did you get any hits back from sending out your resume?
That's good. I set you up for that. Hell
I did. But it was from girl number 2 from New Jersey.
Ah, damn! I was hoping for
That's-
5.
yeah, right?
I was
That's
hoping for
interesting.
glasses.
No.
Right?
Damn.
What did she send you back? Like, oh,
So-
like thank you.
Yeah, so she's 29, straight male, Los Angeles. She's a Libra.
Okay.
So, like I said, pretty cute.
Yeah.
She didn't really finish her profile, so I don't know what the hell that means.
Yeah, yeah.
But so I wrote in the message, I was like, "You're awesome." I was like, "I enjoyed our chat with you, and again, I'm sorry that I put you on the hot seat with asking you the question, what drives you? You're a cool person, and glad that you could answer that. Most people that I asked that can't really say. I hope you have a stress-free day reading those scripts."
Huh.
And then she wrote back, she's like, "Nice meeting you, Mike." ...
Can you find my friend Rihanna John?
I can still message her back.
Nope.
But she said, nice meeting you, Mike! Exclamation point. Didn't feel that romantic quote unquote spark, but very much enjoyed our convo.
Yeah,
And hope you had a great day and reach your career goals in such and such.
yeah.
So yeah.
I got a couple more questions. This is what I was taking notes about because I was sitting there. I was so intrigued by this. One of the questions I'm asking is, okay, so you went through the experience. The girls went through the experience. What do you think is a percentage of guys and girls, so 2 percentages here, that would do it again?
That I don't know. I know I would do it again. Obviously, because Carlos, is whatever. Anyway.
Right.
I call him right away, and he's like, "Dude, tell me."
Yeah, right?
And I was like, "You're gonna laugh," but I was like, "Dude, I would do it again."
Okay.
He's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude. It was pretty fun."
Right.
I had fun just talking about myself, meeting new people.
Yeah.
He's like, "Dude," I was like, "Yeah, it's all
And
you."
it's for the type A. This is truly like a really cool thing for them because they can schedule it in. Like I get off of work at 5, I can go get dressed.
Yeah, see, but I'm not type
No.
A.
You're not type A, but here's the thing.
How many types are there?
I think there's type.
3.
I'm just saying A and B because type A is like
There's
you
C.
schedule everything. There's something like that,
A,
but
B,
then
and C or something like that.
B is
okay.
like you're just more laid back. I'm just
Okay,
doing
I
the
see,
two
I see.
for convenience.
Yeah.
But the thing is, most of these people, from what it looks like,
Are
here-
very, like Tommy said, very established.
Mhm.
Some of them are to the point.
busy.
Busy.
Busy is the
Busy
key
was my thing.
word.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow. And like my main thing was busy and most likely established or working on something.
Right. Exactly.
And I was like, holy crap.
Whoa. So, how many
what-
people do you think, outside of doing this again, actually continue forward with another date?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you get the feeling that some of them were just like, I'm just going to go do it once and I'm done? Or, this is something that I'm going to actually be like, you know what? You're cool. Let's do something else again.
I mean, I could see that, but for me, like, obviously, I only heard back from one girl so far. I told Carlos, I was like, I think I could probably get, what did I tell her? I think if I met 8, I said, I think I can get 6 replies back.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I already got 1.
Mm-hmm. Then again, it's only been
Yeah.
from last night. It's only been a couple of hours.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
It hasn't even been 24 hours
Right.
just yet. So right now, I think she might have gone like, right when she got home, she saw the message and emailed
Right.
you back right away or whatever. Or maybe
Well, I got it this morning.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say this morning.
After
I'm
yoga.
sure everyone else is just like busy with work.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then,
I gotta go back to work at 9 o'clock in the
Yeah.
fucking morning. I don't get off
Yeah.
till
2
5.
lawyers,
Yeah.
a brewer,
There's 2 lawyers, a brewer, 1 script reader,
a script, yeah.
property management
Proper-
chick,
yeah,
the
exactly.
Fox Sports girl.
Yeah. I mean, that's 6 already out of the 8.
Yeah.
And then the Mexican, what did she do?
I
Or
didn't
she
ask
was...
I think she's a lawyer also, too.
No,
She's
she's
No,
not
no,
a
no.
She's a lawyer.
You did say she liked yoga.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I didn't get what she actually does.
Yeah.
And you said something.
And you said she had an accent also.
she was
Yeah,
in
she
Korea
has it.
or something like
She
that?
No, no,
lived
no.
in Koreatown.
Okay.
Okay. And then there's the New Jersey girlfriend.
I've also heard a
really
statistic.
into it.
It's very true. Somebody
Oh,
else told-
the other New Jersey girl. She works in entertainment as well. For the same company as her friend.
Of course.
From New Jersey.
Yeah.
They're literally
There you go.
5 desks away from each other.
Okay, so the same
So they
shit.
definitely were like, I got an idea. You want to do
Yeah,
this?
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
check this
exactly.
out. So, it's been said to me that the higher in education somebody is, or the more, wisdom they hold, the less likely they are to touch another person. When you were speed dating, did you break the touch barrier by any chance?
I shook my hand with every girl.
No hugs?
No,
Oh, okay.
but I shook their hand before and after.
Okay.
Except, yeah. So.
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
I was just kind of
New
curious.
Jersey
Because
girlfriend.
if you were just shaking the hand, I wonder how many other people were like engaging.
I don't
like,
think
hey.
so. I don't think anybody else did.
Huh.
Because I didn't really see it.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, I wasn't really looking, but I mean, I'm pretty aware, like I said, when I'm going out, like the other switch is turned
Right.
on, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
filter all the bull crap out.
Yeah, yeah.
You can
Last
see.
question for you. You don't have to have a direct answer for this, but I'm kind of curious. How do you think you did compared to the other guys?
Really? What kind of question is that?
That explains it. There you go.
Seriously?
So, did it seem like on the social level, like a lot of these guys were just like super inadequate?
There's probably a few, like I said, at least the 5 that I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I said, Ryan, the one of the managers there, I mean, he's like, dude, he's like, you seem like a pretty good conversationalist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, I'm in sales, man. Like, so it's kind of like my job, and it's kind of just me.
Yeah.
He's like, I could totally see that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, I mean, for me, it's not hard to talk to people. Once you get me to talking, it's kind of hard for me to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, but it's easy for me to talk to people, and even just to relate to them.
Right.
You know, because like I said, again, there's just that other switch that flips on in my brain that says, okay, well, you're going to be social, so you just,
Yeah.
it's in there. It's in your head, Mike. You just
Mhm.
got to connect the neurons to each other, and there you go. Boom.
You got to do it.
Yep. So, you know, I actually, it's funny. I told this Carlos, I was like, dude, I think probably 4, and I was like, if I seen 8, I was like, I think 4 out of 8 I could probably pull the trigger with. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I think I could have. And
4 out of 8
4 out of 8.
that you would actually like date again.
Kiss.
Oh, kiss. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Which
gotcha.
4?
Yeah, I know. I think I know one would definitely be
Glasses.
like Gloyer glasses.
Glory glasses for 1.
Cool. Yeah, that's the only one that you were just like, oh, you're
Yes.
cute.
Yeah,
that was the
like,
one where you had to
immediately.
step
I
back,
loved her heels. Like,
and then
I
you had
legitimately loved her heels. Like,
I
I was
thought
like,
she was
these are
cute.
really
Yeah, right.
attractive.
So lawyer glasses. Who are the other 3?
brewery.
No.
No?
Well, maybe, but she
Like
probably
a definite feeling, like yeah, buddy.
The Fox girl, the Virgo.
Oh, okay.
Really? Oh, just because it was that direct. Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's see. I thought for the one entertainment girl, number two,
Jersey.
New Jersey,
New Jersey
Jersey
girl.
entertainment.
first New Jersey girl, yeah,
First
Okay.
or second one?
first.
Okay.
The second one was just there.
Just there?
She was just there.
Yeah, she was
Okay.
just there.
I crossed her out of my list already. I'm like, nope, not for my friend.
No!
Get out of here.
I mean, you could kind of tell already too. I mean, she kept her glasses on.
yeah.
She wasn't really.
She
good
just
looking.
had arms
Yeah.
closed.
Not really arms closed. Like, come on, Tommy, you're talking about this guy.
And then
I can make people open up.
I just want to say, like, there's definitely a difference in Mike from going from speed dating the
Yeah.
other night to like here,
Yeah.
like, what's
Oh
up?
my god.
the Mexican girl was uncomfortable because she was like touching her
Yeah,
neck,
touching her
and so
neck.
Right.
crossed out
That's-
that one.
That's already. I know I couldn't do that one.
Last one, property management.
No.
Who was that for? Was we got Virgo, Fox Sports chick, Hispanic, lawyer glasses, and
Probably the
script
first
reader.
one.
First one then.
really?
First one probably because she's a Gemini. She'd be fun, but
Okay.
I don't think we would get along.
It's just more of
Oh,
like.
so that'd be a crossed out one.
No, it wouldn't be
that
crossed
it was
out.
because
crossed out.
it then goes into the category of like true guy essence is like, okay, who would I want to date and who
Yeah,
do I want to
exactly.
play with? Like being straightforward. So
Exactly.
you know, I wonder if there's girls that have that same mentality that go into this. Like who?
I'm
would
sure
I-
there is.
You know what I mean? Especially here's the thing: the more established they are.
Well, so I forgot to mention it. I wanted to. So the other thing is that there was a couple people, and they would call it like the friend round.
huh?
And basically, what that means is that you get to sit out for a round. Did that happen to Mikey? No, it didn't.
So the friend round is you just.
You just sit out for the whole round, and you just gotta wait 15 minutes.
Why would you want to do that?
No, it just happens randomly.
Oh,
guess.
okay, okay.
But the first girl, she had a friend round. She's like, "What the hell does this mean?" She's like, "I'm not here to like just sit around."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dang, that sucks."
Friend round.
Yeah, so like
Interesting.
you sit on the side and you
And you
just
just-
wait.
Yeah,
You just wait until like the next round pops up.
I would love
Interesting.
to know 2 different things, like a fly on the wall, to see how if the dynamics switch with people in different states. and then how the dynamic switched with different age groups.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, there's a lot of factors and all the stuff that you're asking.
But like I
There's
said,
a lot of,
yeah.
But I think people from the East Coast are a lot more open up than people here on the West Coast.
Okay.
Because I did ask a lot of them, I was like, how do you like dating in LA? And they're like, it sucks.
Really?
I've heard that.
I've heard that too. Because you know why also is there's no sense of like for instance, I'm not familiar with that area you went to, but you'd be like, hey, you want to get out of here? You just want to walk around and like walk to someplace else. Like one of the things I did when I was single is I went to the Standard Bar in LA.
His glory days.
Not glory days.
The standard people.
It was me and two guys, and we approached these girls, and they ended up being from Australia.
What were you wearing?
I don't even remember. I know it was jeans. It was jeans,
Lies.
jeans and black t-shirt and chucks. Fine,
No, I was
leave it
just
at
making that
that.
up.
Leather
Making that
jacket.
up.
I remember approaching them. We had a great conversation and stuff, and then for some reason they came with us to go walk to a taco truck, and they were like, we've never done this before. I'm like, yeah, and we're just talking the whole time, and I remember that walk from the bar down to like the taco truck and then back was just like it was very bonding in like a certain way. So I could see how if you're in another
Did
place,
you close?
I could see if you're in another place.
You
that,
asshole!
Like, if you were to do this, like that had a walking atmosphere, it would be so much more beneficial than be like, I gotta go in my car and I'll see you later. Seeing somebody later can be like either a death sentence or just like, all right, the magic's gone. So, anyways,
Coming from the expert over there.
congrats, dude. I'm glad you went.
That's awesome.
I'm glad you went, dude.
You had a pretty good experience. there.
Yes.
Despite the fact that basically you went 0.5 then, like the half you would actually like pursue in this case, the other half you want to like, nah, not so much or whatever. But
Right.
that's
well,
cool.
like I said, you kind of could tell it's just body language.
Right, exactly.
A little bit after a while.
Yeah, of course.
And then it got kind of, not bad for me, but towards the end, like, the hosts were coming around and they're like, hey, it's the next round. Like, you guys can stop talking.
Like, no, we're
It was
good right
like-
here.
yeah.
I'll take my
You're like,
friend
oh,
round,
shit.
and she'll take her friend round, and we'll friend round together.
Interesting. All right.
Cool, dude. Very cool.
I mean, I think that'd be it for this episode.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
There's
Just pure
There's
strawberry.
definitely, yeah. No, that's great. I think, if anything, it's not, yes, it's for us too, but if anything, the listeners
Yes.
were more curious the fact that, oh, what's he actually going to do?
Yeah.
And you posted on Instagram that, you wanted opinions of whether or not you
Comments,
should
all
do
that
it,
stuff.
Yes,
everyone,
you definitely should do it.
everyone pretty much said yes, so, yeah, I think if anything, the listeners would be like, yeah, we want to know
Right.
what happened,
Right.
and which is
What's next?
awesome. Yeah, what's next?
Are we gonna see glasses again? What's going on?
Oh man, I'm hoping for glasses.
Right?
She better put her heels on. That's all you tell
What's that?
She better put her heels
You
on.
better put her heels on. There
leave
you
them
go.
on.
Glasses. If somehow you hear this,
Yeah, right.
years from now,
I know
don't
her name.
Yeah, well,
So I have her name.
Yeah, no names.
Of course.
No, of course not.
Um,
Cool.
that is it for this episode.
I would
of
laugh
Just
though if she
Talk.
ever like heard this episode.
That'd be crazy.
You never know, dude. Did you give out your Instagram at all?
No.
You didn't say Panda
Well,
Mike?
he,
or did
that's
you say
what
Mike?
he was saying.
You wrote on my profile.
Panda Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, man. I heard
And that
your
same
profile.
picture that I had on there is on. Wow.
Just let
He
people
set it
know.
up
Just let people
perfectly.
know.
He set it up perfectly. She's
That is it for this episode of the Just Talk podcast. Thank you all for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Mike's experience.
Yes.
We surely did, and I'm sure he did. He said it from the top of the episode.
I love
He'll
my
do it
experience.
again.
I didn't hate it.
He'll do
I
it
didn't
again.
like it. I loved it.
Nice.
He'll do
And
it
I'll do
again.
it again.
So
Hell
there you
yeah.
go. Yes, follow us on Instagram at the Just Talk Podcast, and then from there we have a link to all our other social platforms that we're on.
What was that? Sorry.
He usually does that.
Yeah.
Like,
You do that. It's you never seen wrestling? Rob Van Dam. For some reason, I'm just like, yeah.
Every time I'm going through the thing like that, I see him doing
Just-
this every episode.
Yeah.
Every episode. Follow us on. Oh crap! Now I'm lost. iTunes, Buzzsprouts, Castbox, and Spotify. We are all on that platform.
And I want to know, when is the next adventure for Mikey going to be?
Ooh, I don't know.
Or what adventure would our listeners like to make?
Oh.
Especially anything related to the dating world. Just letting it go.
We're also on YouTube. We'll have a
Mike
link
sucks.
on
Just-
our Instagram.
Just as a heads up, if you do ask, you might receive. Just as a heads up, we could set that up for him.
Tommy can set that up. If you're on iTunes, leave us a comment and a rating, or on the other platforms, if you get a comment and rate there too, do that as well. We appreciate it. And that is it, y'all, for episode 108 of Just Type Podcast. Till then, we're going silent.
See you guys.
See ya.
Go Speed Danny.